Hi, my name is Sylvie. I am a certified health coach and fitness trainer. In today's video, we are going to talk about 5 reasons why you can't lose weight and what you can do about it. Losing weight is hard, there's no doubt about it, and for good reason. Your body is designed to store weight in case you need it later. And your weight loss journey is not just about weight loss, it's a journey of self-discovery, self-growth, as you learn new habits and increase your self-discipline. It's not just a physical exercise, it's also a mental one. Yes, sure, as you will see into this video, you can do some things that will support your body and make it easier physically. But a big component of weight loss is the mental discipline. And that's why as I bring awareness to some of these reasons why you can lose weight, we'll also explore the solutions. Reason number 1, you associate food with emotions. So as you go on your weight loss journey, you will have to train your brain to associate certain emotions with other things than food, because it is pretty common to associate both positive and negative emotions with food. For example, with the holiday season upon us, I'm sure you're aware that all the positive emotions that most of us associate with the holidays, we also associate with food. The celebrations, the family gatherings, all of that make us think of the beautiful meals and treats and desserts, and that's why so many of us tend to let everything slide during the holidays, right? We just decide to put all our efforts to get healthy on hold because during the holidays we want to be able to splurge and eat whatever we want, whenever we want. Another example is when you're feeling stressed out, you might associate that with eating chocolate. You want to eat chocolate if you feel depressed or stressed out. So this is another common association that people make between food and emotions. It will take effort to retrain your brain through these associations. But stick with me. After we go through the top 5 reasons why you can't lose weight, we'll look at different tips that can help you overcome that. Reason number 2, your culture is causing weight gain. Throughout most of history, the average person did not have access to an abundance of food the way we do now. Like now, even the poor can eat like a king. We have access to an abundance of sweet and fatty foods that we can consume at all time. Also, we can eat throughout the day, 3 meals plus snacks whenever we want. And instead of having to prepare our foods like it used to be the case, we can just buy everything prepackaged. We don't even have to make our food, and we can consume whatever we want. So that is certainly another reason why maybe you can't lose weight. You have an overabundance of food available to you. These foods are very palatable, filled with sugar and fats, and that certainly makes it that much more difficult to reach your goal. Reason number 3, you can't lose weight. You snack mindlessly. And that is a pretty common reason. Not only we can eat whatever we want, whenever we want, but we tend to do. And we eat on the go, we eat when we watch TV, we taste foods as we're preparing food, and so we get into the habit of eating without even thinking about the fact that we're eating. It used to be pretty common to recommend eating 6 smaller meals a day as opposed to, say, 2 large meals a day. Health experts would promote that, saying that it helps keep your blood sugar level stable and it will help you not want to binge, because they would envision a person who becomes ravenous after a while without sustenance and then gets to that meal and then suddenly starts binging to catch up. They're so hungry, right? But it's becoming more and more obvious that it's not how the body works, and that's not actually what happens in reality. For example, I found a 24-week study, you'll find a link in the blog post if you check the description, in which overweight participant ate 6 meals a day during a 12-week period, and then 2 large meals a day during the next 12-week period. And during the whole duration of the study, 24 weeks, they had to consume 500 calories less than what they needed because the goal was to lose weight. But what they found is that during the period that they were consuming only 2 large meals a day, they lost more weight and they improved their insulin sensitivity. And that is a huge factor in weight loss, improving your insulin sensitivity. Grazing all day means that your body is always producing insulin, and that is partly why you may find that the more you eat, the more you want to eat. That's what a lot of women notice. That's why I noticed when I was trying to lose weight, and that was one of my huge struggles before I found modified fasting and intermittent fasting. Once I would start eating, I couldn't stop. And that is a huge sign of insulin resistance, and that is why fasting and intermittent fasting are so effective. Okay, reason number 4 why you can't lose weight: you need to define your why. So it's pretty common for people to come up with all kinds of good resolutions. You're going to do this type of diet or that other type. You're going to be more active, do all the right things, but then you give up after a while. Like, right? That's pretty common. We do that. All of us have done that. And often that's because we need to redefine our why. Why are we doing what we're doing? And our why has to be a driving force. Our why may change over time, and that's okay. But we have to know. We have to know what we're trying to do here. And your why doesn't have to be like this huge, deep idea. It can be something as simple as, let's see what I can do. Let's give it a try. I want to learn about nutrition. I want to get to know my body better. It can be something like that. It can be more than one thing. But the idea here is that sit down, give it some thought. Why do you want to lose weight? What are you trying to accomplish? Write it down. Write all your reasons down. And then when you're struggling, you want to give up, revisit those reasons. Go through whatever you wrote down and think about it. Is it still enough to keep you going? If you need to redefine your reasons. Reason number 5, why you can't lose weight. You need to improve your relationship with food and your body. So a lot of us have this internal struggle when it comes to losing weight because we view diets and foods as good or bad, and we attach this huge emotional weight to the way you're eating. But instead, what we should try to do is to look at food as a tool to achieve the goals you want, as a tool to sustain your body and nourish your body. So yeah, some foods are not as optimal as others, depending on the goals that you are after. But that doesn't make food moral or immoral, good or bad. Your body is a miracle in itself, no matter what its shape and size. And your weight loss exercise shouldn't be an exercise in self-loathing. It should be an exercise in self-love in a way, right? Like you're trying to do something good for yourself and respect your body the way it should be respected, because we know that being overweight is not healthy for you, right? Like that's the distinction between I want to do something good for my body because I know that it will benefit it, as opposed to I hate my body and I want it to be different. So that may be something else that you can journal as you write down your reasons to want to lose weight. Try to dig a bit deeper into the way you are viewing your body and your relationship with food, And actually, I am planning in 2022, I'm going to offer an intuitive eating program on my site. And you can actually sign up now if you want to be put on the waiting list. But if you feel that that is one of your main struggles when it comes to weight loss, maybe go check out my website and sign up for the intuitive eating program. That is something that will help you get over those negative messages and the yo-yo dieting that a lot of us get into when we have a poor relationship with food in our body. So that's something that you may want to look into. Okay, so before I end this video, I'm just going to give you some quick tips because we've looked at the top 5 reasons why you can't lose weight and a little bit about how to handle those, but I actually have some practical solutions to give you as well. I think you'll enjoy those. The main practical solution that I have, it pretty much encompasses all of the causes that we just talked about, is intermittent fasting. Well, should you ever be surprised, right? Like, as you know, I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting will help you change a lot of the emotional associations that you may have created when it comes to food, because you will restrict your eating window to only a few hours a day. So that will help dismantle a lot of the emotional associations you'll find. You won't have that constant, easy access to food all the time because ahead of time you'll be making the decision that you are not eating outside of a certain window. So that is certainly an easy way to destroy some of these associations that you may have created in your mind between some foods, some activities, some emotions. Also, when you are intermittent fasting, your body will learn to become metabolically flexible. That is a huge help because when you become metabolically flexible, losing weight is no longer just about pure self-control. You get the hormonal reactions that are triggered in your body, like using fat for fuel, which is ketosis. You may have heard that in some of other of my videos. That will really support your weight loss goal. When you achieve ketosis and your body starts using fat cells for fuel, it becomes so much easier to not overeat. Your cravings diminish greatly, and that will definitely support your weight loss. Another great tip that I have for you is to learn to truly enjoy your food. Now that you're not grazing throughout the day, you're confining your eating to a specific period, sit down, enjoy your meal. As you sit for your meal, take a moment to be thankful. Smell the food before you put it in your mouth. When you put it in your mouth, chew slowly and take the time to feel the texture, to taste it, and that will really help make you feel more satiated at the end of your meal, and it will help you eat less, just naturally. So that's it. These are my main tips that I have for you. And if you're not super familiar with intermittent fasting and you don't have tons of experience with it, I think you'll enjoy my intermittent fasting 101 workshop. It comes with 5 PDF downloads that will help you remember what I talk about in the workshop. So I recommend you find the link in the description to sign up for that. If you have tried intermittent fasting in the past for weight loss, but have not succeeded the way you were hoping, and now you're a bit curious because of this video, I recommend you consider signing up anyway, because I have a bit of a different approach. I wasn't successful with intermittent fasting myself when I started the first time in my 30s, and then it's in my 40s that I was able to achieve the results that I wanted, because I discovered a few things like modified fasting and also cycling between intermittent fasting methods. as well as different diets, and also using a longer fasting window as I was experimenting with the different intermittent fasting methods. So even if you've tried intermittent fasting before for weight loss, check out the information I have, because you may discover that the reason it didn't work is just you just didn't have the right approach for your body. So yeah, that's it. I hope this video about the reasons why you can't lose weight gives you the confidence that you can, in fact, achieve your goal. Not only you can through rewiring a little bit your brain and looking at those different mental hurdles a little bit differently, but that also you can use the power of intermittent fasting as a tool to support you, so that it doesn't have to be all about your willpower and your mind. There's also the hormonal reaction that occurs in your body to support you. That's pretty awesome. Thank you for watching. See you next time.